You've seen the smoke, no doubt at this point, but a second in La Jolla near the intersection of Gilman Drive and Via Alicante triggered evacuations. That's where we find CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes. Kirsten?
Fire that is burning right now near Otay. So two fires broke out around the same time. There's a lot of wind. Wind gusts are picking up right now. I'm here at the Gilman Fire off Gilman Drive. I want to take you right here where you can see right behind me. If you can take a look, we can see firefighters are still mopping up hot spots and clearing that forward rate of spread. I think this fire is now up to 25% containment, and there are more than 170 firefighters from San Diego Fire. I saw a Chula Vista fire truck. More than 170 firefighters on this fire, mopping up hot spots, clearing dry brush, vegetation, doing what they can to make sure that this fire doesn't rekindle or start. When we drove in this area earlier, we could see the thick white smoke. White smoke to us lets us know that they're getting the water in the places that it needs to go. When you see that black smoke, that's scary. That's what you don't want to see. When we first got here, there was white smoke coming from this fire, and now, as you can see, there is no smoke because our firefighters have done an incredible job tackling this fire. I got to tell you, as an allergy sufferer, I've been taking my allergy meds because it is fire season. The Santa Ana winds bring all of the things that will exacerbate your allergies. So if you have a mask, if you smell smoke, know that you are in an area where you need to take precautions and protect yourself. Also, another thing, when we drove in, we immediately got an alert to evacuate. And so many people stopped and watched the firefighting efforts, and they did not evacuate. We always want to obey those evacuation warnings and orders. Right now, those evacuation warnings and orders have been lifted off of Gilman Drive. You can see our firefighters switching out and doing what they can to protect this fire, mopping up hot spots and sending water up that tree. I think that's what you're seeing right now. Again, this is off Gilman Drive. 3 acres of this area have burned, but our San Diego fire crews have gotten on top of this fire incredibly fast. It was contained at 25% within less than an hour, and they were able to stop that forward rate of spread.
All right, Kirsten, you've been out there almost since this thing started, and we appreciate you giving us these updates. Again, the big threat, you can see even in Kirsten's hair, is the wind. And they say we don't see flames, but it just takes that one ember to get this fire started again.
Yeah, fortunately the winds there not as strong as in other parts of the county.
That's right. In Otay Mesa Wilderness area, here's a look now at the fire burning on Otay Mountain.
This one started, we're told, just after 2 this afternoon. So far it's burned nearly 150 acres. It's exploded just over the last hour or so near Otay Mountain Truck Trail. Fire officials call this the border fire, and they say it could quickly spread to 200 acres easily, if not contained. I expected to hit that pretty easily based on conditions. Right now, nearly 17,000 SDG&E customers around the county are without power because of the wildfire risk out there today.
Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis is live with what the winds are doing right now. Carlene?
Yeah, they are on full display right now, and this is the view from that Otay Mountain fire. So we are seeing this looking west, a lot of smoke billowing into the air. You are seeing it across the county. It's a clear day out there, and then you have a lot of smoke that you're seeing towards the south. So we are dealing with some pretty dry conditions for that fire. Wind gusts upwards of about 35 miles per hour. Winds out of the east, sustained wind speeds about 21 miles per hour. So this is for sure a wind-driven fire. Now, the one that burned earlier today, and that was in La Jolla, that was more the emphasis of just how dry it's been. We have had some low humidity values, even impacting closer towards the coast into those single digits. Right now, it's at 8% relative humidity for Otay Mountain. We are still under that red flag warning because of fire danger, one little spark leading to rapid growth. And so that's why firefighters are still on the scene in La Jolla, because we want to make sure that all those hot spots are out, and that we don't have any embers that start to fly around, especially because they have some gust in the area into the teens, and that could lead to rapid growth under conditions. But it's more favorable across the inland valleys as well as for the mountains. So the red flag warning, even when we have the high wind warning I'm going to show you coming up, when that expires, we will still be dealing with dry conditions overnight. So still with those low humidity values down to about 5 to 10%. That carries us into tomorrow morning. With the red flag warning, we have the high wind warning. We had very strong wind gusts that picked up earlier today for the Otay Mountain area. We were talking talking about 40s as well as 50s with some of those wind gusts. Right now in the 30s with 36 miles per hour as a wind gust. And so that area in particular, as well as the entire inland valley area for our county and the mountains, still under that high wind warning. Even though the strongest winds picked up earlier today, we still have those gusts that are fairly elevated into the 30s. And so we are still going to be dealing with that until about 6 p.m. for tonight. And then we start to have wind speeds coming down and humidity values going up as we go into the start of the weekend. So still with the emphasis on the fire weather concerns today here in San Diego County as we continue to be under these conditions that we've been under for much of the week.
Yeah, and it's just so strong out there. What we're seeing on that Otay Mountain, it just really shows you the scope of what can happen with these winds.
How quickly everybody's on edge, Carlene.